Alright guys, let's go ahead and do a video for Capricorn or Capricorn cross-watcher. It is very early in the morning right now. I have a doctor's appointment today, so if I look a little washed out or a little, washed out, it's because I didn't want to put on a whole lot of makeup. Most of you guys don't care. Some people comment on my makeup, which is like what, but I understand because anytime you're on video and you're using a lot of light, sometimes you have to put more makeup on to contour and because it's different. Just like on stage, if you're on stage, anybody who's ever done plays, they wear a lot of makeup so that it really shows to the audience, because lights have a way of messing with what you look like and will really wash you out. I mean, you won't even be able to see my eyes. But yeah, like I said, I have a doctor's appointment and I was like, I'm not putting on all this makeup today. I'm just, well, not right now. I'll do it when I get back. So if I look a little terrible right now, or if it is really washed out, I do apologize for those some people don't care. Some people are like, whatever, just get the message. Let me tell you, let me just show you actually what I got. That's it. That's all I got. But I actually have a lot. I just didn't write it down. So I was sitting here this morning on the floor and I'm like, okay, I'm going to do the Capricorn message, which I might still, if I need it, I might still do a bonus for you guys when I get back. But I was like, I'm going to do a Capricorn video before I go to the doctor this morning. And I kept hearing, the hills have eyes, the hills have eyes. Now I'm getting two things from that, or I'm getting like two references. The song from The Weeknd, The Hills Have Eyes, Who Are You to Judge? And then I'm getting the movie. Wasn't there like a horror movie years ago called The Hills Have Eyes? Let me see. The Hills Have Eyes. How many of you got snow? Some of you live in places there's always snow, but how many of you got just a little dusting of snow? The Hills Have Eyes movie. 2006. Maybe number 8 is significant here for you guys. You could, some sort of connection to Leo, maybe Virgo. Excuse me. I'm just never with it in the morning. I can wake up, it doesn't matter how early. It takes me until a good 12 o'clock to feel like I'm fully awake. How many of you are like that? Yeah. I want to start walking though. I'd rather walk on like a treadmill so I'm not outside, even though I'd rather be outside, but I don't, it's just a thing, you know. I don't like to like walk in neighborhoods and stuff like that, because the hills have eyes. If any, oh, I got chills from hell. There you go. Oh, anyway, yes, I'm looking at it. It is a scary movie. Something to do with Ethel. I know it's not for everybody. That's super specific and not very common. Ethel or ethanol. Gas station, corner street, corner store. Be careful if you do walk, especially if you walk. I don't care where you walk. I don't care if you walk in the richest neighborhood ever. Be careful, guys, because something to do with the hills have eyes. See, I can get all kinds of shit off this. Be careful. Ooh, woo! Be careful, little eyes, what you see. It's nothing like fear mongering. It's nothing like, no, it's just a heads up. Just a heads up. Keep your eyes open, heads up. Don't look down at your phone or nothing when you're walking. Heads up, because hills have eyes. You know, sometimes the hills have eyes because it's like meaning people are watching you, people are stalking you, being nosy, checking in on your life, checking in on what you're doing, your schedule, your daily routine, or even maybe a relationship you have. Just neighbors. Watch out for the neighbors somewhere around you. Some of you got some really nosy neighbors, and if it's not a nosy neighbor, you could have a peeping Tom, or somebody around you does. Maybe you already know this. Somebody does. The energy's here. I have chills. I can't stop with the chills in me. I know it's kind of cold outside, but it's warm in here, and I just feel like, man. And if it's not like walking or anything, they could just be going to your mailbox, you know, going to your mailbox, going to into your house, especially if you're in like apartments or townhomes or flats. Oh, you know what? I picked up on flat yesterday and I didn't know what that meant. Or I did. I mean, I picked up on like piercings and stuff like that and something to do with flat, but I didn't even think of like where someone lives. Some people call buildings like apartments flats. Yeah, I don't know. I can't, you know what I'm seeing? I'm seeing people peek out their window, and of course, everything I pick up on is not Like the whole message, I mean, it's rare that my whole message resonates with a person, like the whole thing. There might be parts of it that don't resonate with somebody. Sometimes I'll get it where people say the whole damn thing resonated for them. But this part right here, you know what I'm seeing? Somebody looking through their blinds or their window. Like, I don't know if they've got them open or they're actually peeking. But I feel like this is someone across. There you go with the cross. Oh my God, yes. You know, months ago I got something to do with the cross and I was thinking it had to do with this, but like the symbol of the cross. I think this is actually a cross. Not even so much cat corner, but it could be directly across. Or even behind or something like that. From you or from somebody, a place that you go and someone's like seeing, like these neighbors seeing, I've never seen that guy over there before. I've never seen that girl over there before. I've never seen something to do with the hills have eyes, and they are having eyes. Unless somebody lives up in the sticks and the mountains, anybody travels here, be careful, because maybe this time of year there's some hungry bears or something, or there's some hungry mountain lions, or if you get up real early and you go walking, or nighttime. I know that's not for everybody, but something to do with that. Lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. Drawing a blank. Okay, that's for something specific, unless somebody's watching The Wizard of Oz. But yeah. So, some of you here, I feel like your personal energy, that's why I'm not getting it. Because it's, I mean, we've all got our problems. We've all got our issues. We've all got our things. Man, I am so washed out. There's no contour whatsoever. You know, we've all got our things that we go through, and some of us are going through worse things than others, and some of us we're not so bad right now. Things may be looking up and we're feeling pretty nice and happy and whatever. But I'm not getting you. I'm getting the people around you. I'm getting the hills. I'm getting the eyes. Yeah. Especially if you guys travel. Anybody travels here back and forth a lot. Oh, I can't. I don't know what this is. I can't shake the feeling. I mean, I don't want to just be like, oh, when I feel something weird about it. I do. I feel something weird about it. Some of you may feel something really weird about something, and it has nothing to necessarily do with you. This is for a group of you guys. Maybe it has to do with somebody in your family or a friend of yours. And it's not like a fear. There's no fear coming from it. It's not like this negative feeling about the person connected to you. It's a negative feeling about people around them or a particular person around them. It's like something you feel about them. Pay attention to that. Anyway, I was going to use an example. I like to use my own examples. What better way to connect with you guys than from my own experience? Most people like that. Some people don't. Some people are like, just give them. Sometimes that's how I give the message, is by my own experience. In fact, 90% of the time, that's how I'm giving a message, is by my own experience, is by what I go throughout the world and see, what I see the day before, what I see or have a dream of, or what comes to my head. Like, it's usually about, this is how I connect to people. So I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but yeah, some people don't like that, but I'm going to do it again right here. So when I used to work in a hotel, one of the things is the parking lot. I didn't like where the housekeepers, we had to park. Like when I was housekeeping before, even when I went to the desk, it doesn't matter. I didn't like where anybody who worked there had to park, because there was no like designated, there was no parking garage or nothing for us where we had a covered area that the public didn't have access to. I think that's important in hotels and stuff like that. I know it's not feasible for all of them to have that because maybe there's not the space, and it depends on the area. But the reason I say that is because it's actually really dangerous for people who work in hotels and stuff like that to have to walk to their car, because there's a lot of people that stay in hotels. There's a whole lot of people that stay in hotels, and I'm talking all the way from, well, I don't even have to say it. I think you guys know what I'm talking about here. And you know exactly what I'm talking about here. Yes, every person, because there's, what are they gonna, yes, every person you can imagine stays in a hotel. People you wouldn't want living next to you and your family. There's actually a lot of shit that goes down in hotels. But my hands are so dry, oh my god. Sorry. Like real bad. I get that, like somebody watching you through the window, and I think it's someone who stays somewhere, or they frequent there a lot, because if they don't live there or work there, so they're always there, because I'm getting that vibe of like, it wouldn't be somebody who notices you like once or twice. Yeah, they may be like, oh, she's pretty or he's attractive, you know, your energy stands out, but it's different than that. It's like somebody who's watching, like how an animal watches us. If you're like up in the mountains and you're walking, you know what I mean? Kind of like stalking, really. Now it may not be anything like this. Anybody watching you, anybody watching, keeping a close eye on maybe someone you're talking to, your partner, someone in your family. It may not be that. It may be people are just being nosy about your relationship, nosy about your family, nosy about something involving your family. It may not be you particularly, but you're connected. So that's what I'm getting. I mean, let's look up this Hills Have Eyes. I've got it pulled up already right here, but let's look a little more into it. Bob Carter and his wife Ethel, along with 5 other members of the family, are headed for San Diego with their camper van. There's something to do with RVs and camper vans here. It's standing out to me. An accident strands them in the desert while 2 of the men go for help and others are forced to wait. Oh, that would suck. They're unaware that they've ended up stuck near the site where decades earlier nuclear tests gave rise to a group of mutant monsters who have developed a taste for human flesh. Oh, wow. Damn. Yeah. I feel like I've seen this. Is there more than one Hills Have Eyes? Oh, God. I don't know, maybe there's something to do with nuclear. Some of you could be having a conversation with somebody. This is just something standing out to me. I don't know who the person is that you're going to have a conversation with, or maybe you're going to hear this happening, and someone's going to say something, and the other person's like, I don't know. No clue. That's what I'm hearing. I have no clue. Like, what did they mean by that? I have no clue. I don't know. I don't know what they meant by that. What they want? I don't know. I don't know what they meant, but no clue. Okay, I'm hearing that. Something to do with nuclear? Like legit. And if not, it could be something to do with like extraterrestrials, unless you guys are like watching ET. I know it sounds a little crazy, and I know it's early in the morning and I'm tired, but there's something here to do with it. Am I saying believe in it or don't? No, I'm just saying I'm getting something about it, something to do with nuclear. But I don't know what that, and I don't feel like they're related either, but not here. And also something to do with extraterrestrials. And maybe even California. California. But yeah, the Hills Have Eyes. Now I want to Google this. Whoa. I can't hold on to anything. Oh no. If some of you, maybe a person or people are trying to, or maybe they're not, maybe they're just looking out for you here, but they could be trying to ruin something for you, or maybe someone's just taking it as if somebody's trying to ruin something for you, or maybe someone's thinking you're trying to ruin something for them, but you're actually just looking out for them. Because it's like, I can't hold on to anything. I can't hold on to anything without somebody saying something about it. I know what that feels like firsthand. I do know what that feels like when it's like the people you want to support you the most don't even support you, and it's like, damn. Like, no matter what I do, like, you always got something to say about it. But if it comes from a genuine place, like maybe we are making decisions that are, you know, some of you, you feel like that about another, and it's like, I would support them, but they just keep repeating it. Yeah, there's actually a lot here in this message for my brain to wrap around, my little pea brain. As the first thing in the morning, what was that? Oh yeah, the Hills Have Eyes slang. Oh, there's different interpretations. Some people say they think it's about the Illuminati. Did I say that too low? Illuminati. the hills being a triangle and the eye being in the center. That's my grand dog eating. Hold on. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Somebody also said it's a reference, both the movie and the people in Beverly Hills who spy on him all the time because he is famous and slept with a lot of girls. Okay. That's what I was getting. I think you're being watched. Somebody around you is being watched. Okay, either it's actually by like neighbors, society, unless you're like in the public eye, you're getting, maybe some of your fans are watching you a little bit or something, or like trying to pinpoint where you're at or something, or they already have. That sounds good. She's having a field day. That sounds making me hungry. Or like maybe people are prying, I got that not long ago, prying in on your relationship. Be careful opening any cans, because when I'm thinking of prying, I was trying to pry a can lid off the other day, and what did I do? Well, I cut both my hands, both my thumbs actually. It looks pretty gnarly. This one's the worst. And I like never cut a can open and then stick your hand down in it to get like what the rest of whatever's in the can out, and then lift your hand back up quickly, because it's gonna get you. It's gonna cut you. It's gonna get you. Yeah. What is the thumb finger? If it's all over the place, guys, I know it is. That's kind of just what I'm getting right now. Again, if we need to get another one, we will later. But I do know it's all over the place. Sometimes people like these. I tend to like these messages because I get a bunch of different stuff at once, and it can cover a lot of bases. The thumb planet connection. Mars, that's my planet. Perhaps somebody's being assertive. I can't speak. Bear with me, my love. People are being assertive in your life. They're being, well, yeah, they're being assertive, whether asked for or not. They're going to do it anyway. They're being assertive, and maybe they're trying to help. Maybe they're just curious, watching out for you. Or maybe there's other reasons. Maybe they're just being nosy or whatever. And it could be strangers, it could be people you know. People are being assertive, and they're being very watchful. Like, just, I can't, watchful. The thumb is associated with Mars, the planet of energy, action, and assertiveness. Well, some people say the thumb is associated with Venus. So is it Venus or Mars? That's why I'm telling you, I think it's on your relationship. Like, people are watching your relationship. It could even be have someone, I'm so sorry. It could even be somebody who's watching your relationship, as in they want your partner or they want you. So you could have somebody who's watching closely on that. You know what I mean? Every finger on your hand is connected to a planet. The thumb is connected to Mars. See, this is another one saying Mars. But me seeing that Venus thing is no mistake. It has something to do with your love life, maybe, for some of you. Again, I want to reiterate, some people are just looking out for you, though, you know. Sometimes we can get defensive, and it's like, I just want to be happy. I understand that. I really do. Not even in the romance thing, really, because I always made the wrong decisions there. So every time somebody said something who loves me, they were right, actually. I mean, I needed to go through it to learn the lessons, but they weren't wrong. And I ended up seeing it eventually. But with career and everything, like, you know, I understand what that feels like, when it's like you just want support from the people who really love you and know you. And sometimes it's like, if it's not what they think you should be doing or something, and that can be really disheartening, even in the romance field, you know. That can be just kind of like a bummer, because it's like, I want everybody to be on board, and then either we can heed the advice and their perspective and take it in, at least, whether or not we you know, change what we're doing or not, but we can like let it, we can keep it for our knowledge, just keep it in there in case we need it for later. Or we can go against them and be like, you know what, you just don't want me to be happy. I mean, sometimes we're right to do that, and sometimes we realize later we're crashing and burning and we're wrong. But those will be the people who loved us the whole time, and it's not conditional, and they'll still be there even if we didn't listen to them in the end. But yeah, so Heels got eyes around you, baby. They do. They got eyes on your love life. They got eyes on more than your love life, but they definitely got eyes on your love life here. So, all right, guys, thank you so much for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.